right, Sandy Goldman is here joining us today. Welcome, Sandy.
Glad to be here. Thanks.
Yeah, thanks for talking with us here on The Spoon. And today we're going to talk about WSCV. That's what you're here to talk about. Why don't you tell us a little bit about it?
So WSCV stands for waterless sous vide cooking. And basically, most foodies and early adopters are familiar with water-based sous vide, where you put a stick in the water and maintains the temperature. Well, the inventor of waterless sous vide wanted to take the water out of the equation. It's just so troublesome putting the water in the pot, then you got to get the pot, then you got to put this in, then you got the plastic bag, and then you got to vacuum seal the plastic bag, and so forth and so on. So he came up with a way to just use air pressure to create the same sensation that would happen with a sous vide stick. And when he came up with that idea, then he tried a bunch of different models of how do you execute it. You know, do you put it on the countertop? Do you put it in a different appliance? Whatever. And the best solution was to combine it with a microwave.
Oh.
So you already have a microwave.
Yep.
You either have a countertop or you have a built-in. So it's no extra counter space. You either replace your countertop or your built-in microwave, and it still works as a microwave. You press a different button for waterless sous vide, and you use the same machine.
Wow, that's awesome. Yeah, everybody already has one. So the install base is everybody with a microwave, which is almost everyone.
90% of the U.S. and everybody knows how to operate it. So we needed to pick something familiar to get the education to its lowest level.
So where are you at in the stage of, are you past prototype? Are you in manufacturing? Where is it at?
Yes. So the concept's been around for a couple of years. The inventor has been playing with it, tooling with it. We finally, this past year, after COVID, we're able to develop the prototype. We're close to pre-production units, and we will have demos ready in December, and we'll be able to start production in the first quarter of next year.
Okay, so pretty soon. So what would you say, I mean, we kind of talked about it already, what the main problem you're solving for is basically doing sous vide without the water. Would you say that's correct?
That's the first problem,
okay,
is water entering into the whole equation. The second problem is, how do you maintain that temperature exactly the same throughout the cooking period? With the bag, a plastic bag, what happens is it does get soft, and you lose the pressure inside the bag, so you lose that control of exact and precise temperature inside that bag. So even though you've set the temperature in the stick, inside the bag is not necessarily accordingly the same as what the stick is saying.
Yeah.
With our scenario, it's constantly monitoring the temperature and the pressure because there's nothing in between, and it can continuously have the same temperature throughout the cooking period. And similar to sous vide, but not so similar, you can start your cook, put it in at 9 a.m. and set it for 6 p.m., 8 p.m., up to 24 hours. So you can go away, and whenever you're ready, the food will be ready, and it's never overcooked.
That sounds great. Yeah, like I've always enjoyed the idea of sous vide, but it's felt cumbersome to me whenever I've seen it be demoed for me. So this is very interesting. And again, I have a microwave. So how'd you join up with WSCV?
So the founder, he originally came up with an idea to put spices on a sheet. So literally gluing spices on a sheet, and then you take that sheet and you put it on protein, and it transfers the spices. So he hired us to help him with that venture. He eventually sold that venture. And then when he came up with waterless sous vide, we went crazy and said, this is unbelievable, and we'd love to help you bring it to market.
That's great. So what would you say, kind of a broad question here to end it up, what do you think you're so excited about when it comes to future of food and technology in general? Like what it's like that gets you going and going like, wow, this is going to be great in the future?
Well, it's not your grandma or your mother's kitchen anymore. I think the biggest advent is being able to put Bluetooth in and tying it to a mobile app so you can be remote and controlling all your cooking. I think that's fantastic, and every appliance is going to have that if it doesn't already have it. And that's certainly new and different. And then I think just coming up with great ideas like this, combining the microwave with sous vide, combining a fryer with your traditional oven. So everybody's coming up with great ideas to combine it, make it easier and more fun to have had food preparation and cooking.
Yeah, more connected kitchen. and maybe not having to just watch something for a very long time. Sandy,
Right.
thanks for talking to us here today at the Spoon. Where can people find the information on the waterless sous vide?
Right now, it would be WSVC.eu.
Okay, then I'll send people there.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Sandy.